are now rocking with DJ Oz, Ozzy.
They don't know I do it for the culture, oh man. They don't know I do it for the culture, oh man. I should watch the stuff I post, come on man. I should watch the stuff I post, come on man. I should watch the stuff I post, come on man. I should watch the stuff I post, come on man. All the rumors are true, yeah. What you heard, that's true, yeah. Him and you, yeah. If you believe I do, all the rumors are true, yeah. What you heard, that's true, yeah. Him and you, yeah. If you believe I do,
What up?
What up, though?
What they do?
What up, though?
What they do?
Hi.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Motherfuckers, yeah. Oh, I got my voice back.
Yeah, it's not anymore, which I think is completely adorable, by the way.
I don't know why.
I don't either. I think I think it is. How was your day?
It was good. You flirting with me, bro?
Maybe.
I like it.
It's kind of how we ended up here.
That's true. That's true. That's why my ass is in Indiana. How was your day? He robbed me from the cradle.
I shot my shot. What the?
Shot multiple shots, I should say. Babe, how was your day?
It was good. Short. I finally did some sleeping.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I'm glad you got the restices.
There's that.
I hear Lola, I keep hearing her stomach just overactively making noise. Hey, don't be scooting closer to me. I see you.
She been farting all day long.
I bet she got a little tummy on her. It's cute. I love it.
Yeah, so when we got her, she was
farted just now.
Yep. Oh, it's been all day. Like I'm not even paying attention to it anymore because I've heard it all day. So when we got her, well, when she was rescued, how many pounds was she?
29.
Yeah, under 30 pounds. She's about 2 years old. And I can't remember what they got her up to her, but she's a fat little shit now.
Yeah.
And now fucking farting everywhere.
The paperwork the woman gave me, it said when they recently had her seen at the vet, which was a couple weeks prior to us getting her, it said she was 65 pounds. So she's probably a good 70 now.
Yeah, she got a little belly now.
Yeah, she a little fatty, my little fatty.
But now she was already like lethargic. Now she's just fucking lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't remember what I was watching a documentary downstairs. I was like, "Come here, Lola." I was gonna have her lay next to me, and she got up and took like 2 little steps, and it just plopped back down. I was like, "You can't even walk across the room now. You can't even walk across. What are you doing?"
It's so like I told you the other day, she'll barely, like when she lays down and she knows she's uncomfortable on the floor. Like I blocked her multiple attempts last night when we were watching like comedy shows like back to back yesterday. And she would try to get on the couch because she knows she's more comfortable. I'm like, blocked. But when she lays down, she'll barely, like for a while, lay on her stomach. And then it's too much for her. And so she'll plop on her side. Like, damn. It's funny. It's cute. She's my baby. That's my baby.
She's she's definitely has the most unique personality of the pit bulls I've owned. because other than a Rottweiler, that's really all I've ever owned is pit bulls, and she is definitely the laziest pit bull I've ever owned or been around. Most pit bulls are balls of energy. Not Lola.
No.
Lola gives no fucks.
And you know when she's happy, but she always has resting sad face. Like this chick, you just don't know. And I'm just like, and I hate that I always ask Oz every time he takes her out or whatever, and I'm like, what's wrong with her? Why'd she look like that?
And now my response is, why do you ask me that every time? Like I know
Because
the answer.
I can't help it.
I don't know. She took a shit. I don't know.
She took a shit. Now she's depressed.
Maybe
Anyway.
maybe she's embarrassed taking shits in front of people. I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, any hoot.
What are we talking about tonight?
Lola, apparently. Nah. We talk about our favorite president that we hate. See how I ended it that way?
That we love to hate.
That we love to hate. Donald Trump. Yay.
Hey, how about that thumbnail though?
That's a your thumbing game has improved.
I
has
like that one.
improved a lot.
I'm saving that one.
You should. That's a good one.
I got him all gangstered up.
Mm-hmm.
Got him in his prison oranges.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Kanye behind him like, what is happening? What is fucking happening? So
I like it.
we're gonna talk about the sneakers. We're gonna talk about some other stupid ass Trump shit. And then there's a Fox News anchor. I think it was this last week, I believe it was. Said some crazy ass shit about the shoes and
No kidding.
about how it correlates to the black community.
Oh God. I hate that you even said that now.
I heard it and I was like, hold on, I gotta rewind this. Did this motherfucker actually? Did that just come out of his mouth? Yep, it did. So yeah, we
I
got.
can only I'll wait. I won't guess, but I bet I fucking know who said it. I bet I fucking know.
I think I know probably the top two choices that you would have on that. It's neither of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's this other guy. I can't remember his name. He's like a cartoon.
Well,
Yeah.
surprise me.
And yes, when Ye is embarrassed,
That's saying something.
we got problems. But let's before we do anything, have a drink, everybody. You're gonna need it tonight.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
You gonna need them tonight.
Look at the trees. Hi. It's been a minute. Hi, look at the trees.
What's up, fam? What's good? Before we get into the shenanigans, the tee off is the teacups version of the top 10.
I'm coming down swinging, hit 'em with that boom, and keep their heads ringing. Boom. I told you what I do.
And I forget how to do this. Where fuck it, just leave it how it is.
What? Oh, never mind. I know. Yep. Okay, continue.
Top 10 ways to spot a Trump supporter. And 2 weeks in a row, I don't have those notes pulled up. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit. we're prepared. Shut up.
I am
We're
prepared. I do have the notes and everything.
Hashtag professionals. Hashtag professionals. We're prepared. God
Oh, the notes are done. I just
do you
forgot to
have
pull them up.
GERD? Like, why is your stomach loud tonight? Jesus. This dog, I swear. Well, anyways, 8 viewers. Thank you. And I think last I checked, we have 35 subscribees.
Subbies.
I like it. Thank you so much for sharing the channel. Be sure to share with all your fems and fams.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now we're just making shit up.
Yeah, we are.
All right. Yes, top 10 ways to spot a Trump supporter. Are you ready, Jenna?
Nope. Are you going to say number 10?
Number 10.
There you go. Thank you. Taylor Swift is the devil.
Definitely. Why? Because she told people to fucking vote.
And that's the devil. Yet I'm going to vote against what she tells me to vote for. That makes sense.
Number 9.
I was watching Fox News.
You know, good old Tucker.
Oh, God, I hate that guy.
Good old Tucker. Numero 8.
Yeah, that was rigged. It was rigged.
Number 7.
That's fake news. It's fake news.
Fake news. It was
Fake
huge.
news. It's hugely.
It was huge fake news.
bigly. Believe me.
Believe me, nobody knows fake news like I know fake news. Number 6.
81 is too old to be president. Trump's 77 Brainiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the worst arguments ever.
It really is. Like, we've had nothing but old presidents. What the fuck do you mean?
I mean,
doesn't
Obama
matter.
wasn't old.
Well, okay,
Considering.
with the exception of Obama, because black don't crack, and yes, he has been so far the youngest, I believe. Yes, but besides the black man, we've had nothing but old white men presidents. So I don't even understand what the fuck that. Hell, you can't even make that. I'm sorry, brief rant, and then we'll move on. Many people wanted Bernie Sanders. He's old as shit. So don't even say that shit to me. Moving on.
Number 5.
I will not get the shot.
And I love that sign that I found. I fear God,
not
not COVID.
I like that. I fucking love that. The pandemic, that was not a fun time.
Number 4.
There was no pandemic. COVID-19 is all.
You literally can't make this shit up, man. This shit's real life.
I mean, you might as well just say the flu is a hoax. It's the same shit.
Yeah, this is the shit. This is the shit they say.
Mm.
What's up, Maya? This is our test right now. 10 ways to spot a Trump supporter. That was number 4. Now we have number 3.
All those libtards. All those libtards. Sorry. All those libtards. What is I'd rather be a conservative nut job than a liberal with no nuts and no job. Wow.
Good old
Good one.
crazies.
Right.
Good old crazies. Number 2.
Oh, gosh. That was an insurrection. That was a peaceful protest.
Typo. That was supposed to say that was not
Yes.
an insurrection.
I read how it is. God damn it.
I know. That's why I was correcting it.
That was not an insurrection. That was a peaceful protest.
With gas
And
masks
that's
and
attempting
helmets.
to kill that senator was peaceful.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
a peaceful killing.
Peaceful protest. I'm highly fearful of your definition of peaceful now.
Yeah.
And last but not least, number 1.
I should be able to grab anyone's genitals and they not get upset. I guess they shouldn't have been there.
It's not.
I mean, why put your
It's
genitals
not your
there?
fault. It's not your fault. Nope.
No.
You can just grab on anything you want to grab on.
I'm going to grab that pussy and mean it.
Yep.
Just like I grabbed my babe's ass this morning.
It's their fault for being there.
It's your fault your ass was there. Bare
It's
ass.
your fault for being there.
Mm-hmm. I had no choice.
So that was episode 6's top 10.
I'm coming down swinging, hit 'em with that boom, and keep their heads ringing. Boom, I told you what I do.
Hi, Westifer. Welcome. Everyone, welcome. Those that have joining in. 11 viewers. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You've joined the best episode. Us talking about Donald Trump.
it just reminds me, which we'll get into here in a minute, but every time I go back to the Ray Sermon, it's a hip hop group, if you're not familiar. And before he ever even ran for president, they had a song that was, the title was "Up Like Donald Trump," and that was literally the "Up Like Donald Trump, Up Like Donald Trump." And
Wow.
now it doesn't matter what the conversation is. I
Right.
hear his name.
And
That's the
hear
first thing I think of.
Wow.
First fucking thing that I think about. So, all right, before we get into the shenanigans, well, this is us getting into it now. So if you're not hip, you're not familiar, you're not a sneakerhead, a shoe head, and now Lola wants to be up and active, you crazy weird dog. Trump, the day after getting hit with, what was it like, once it was said and done with interest, like $420 something million thing, penalty. He launched, well, two per. I need two per.
What? Kick a stomping in my Trump Force Ones.
Yeah,
Stomping in my Trump Force.
complete ripoff of the Air Force Ones. But
Oh, God.
we had this pair, and then we also had this pair and the cologne,
Oh, there's a cologne.
and now there's a red pair
Oh, boy.
of this white pair that you see here.
Oh, boy. It makes me curious who he's trying to appeal to with those goddamn shoes. Who, I might ask. Because what respectable white old businessman wears sneakers to the office?
None, especially not. So in my research for this, I even Googled
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump and street clothes.
Mm.
There's only a few pictures of him in quote unquote street clothes, and they are your typical
street clothes.
they're your typical old man khakis up above the belly button with a tucked in polo
Oh,
and a club jacket.
those images and him in his golf wear is so disgustingly fantastic.
Yeah, it's
I don't
yeah.
even think he'll win them motherfuckers. I'd be damned if I even see him in his own shoes. Why? I mean, I get, the population of black people, I'm just going to put that out there, and Latine people in this country has increased, and we are the most prominent shoe buyers in the country. I'm just going to put that out there. And the fact that he has a freaking, bill attached, whatever the fuck you call it, that debt shit he has to pay off. Yep, sell some shoes, motherfucker.
Yep, and Verlian, you hit the nail on the head, and we're actually going to cover that tonight. We are going to cover that tonight. That's part of the
That's why I
part of the
said it.
content.
That's why
Part
I
of the
said it.
content.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's dead ass. Which we'll get to.
Mhm.
Thank you, Fox News. Always between you and Christians, you provide the sometimes the most disgusting shit, and other times the most hilarious shit that
So
I've ever
good.
fucking heard in my life.
So good.
So you got to see the shoes there. Now let me pull up this little vidya. What I think is funny. So you think there's how many people?
If you're a business owner,
how many people? What's the current population of the U.S.? Can you Google that real quick,
Sure.
please?
Current U.S. population. And yes, I have a typewriter keyboard. Fuck you. Current U.S. population as of 2021 is 331.9 million.
Okay, so they're trying to tout this as this huge demand, right? Because they sold out within hours.
What?
But hold on. Here's the key part of this, so that we have perspective. Okay, because we need perspective.
Please show me a graphic.
Is that there were only 1,000, right around 1,000 available.
Oh, okay.
So it's
There you
not,
go.
and there's at least 1,000 of these jack wagons, douche canoes,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to call them, that are going to buy the shits. $3.99. $3.99. So
Over
here
400 grand.
here is Fox News's report on the sellout.
Love the hair.
I should probably unmute.
Yep.
There was a big win for Trump this weekend, hours after he launched his new sneaker line. In a surprise visit to SneakerCon in Philadelphia, the gold Never Surrender high tops officially sold out. No word yet on if the limited supply of $399 kicks will be restocked. Guy, will you be getting yourself some Trump sneakers, bright gold, so you can blend in here
Not
on
at
the
that
streets?
price. Holy cow. You can get them in POTUS white or T-red. They are definitely a collectible item. You know what?
All right, so big win. So let's do the math here. Again, perspective. How is, and let's say there's 1,000. Let's just say there's 1,000. So you made, a couple dollars short of $400,000. Right? If we do the math.
Right, yeah.
Motherfuckers, did you forget he just got hit for $500 million
That barely
just
scratches
in the one
anything.
case?
That's probably like the tax added on to that shit. He covered the tax, basically. He covered the tax.
How is a win $400,000 when you just got hit for almost $500 million in one case, and he owes another 80 something million?
Mm-hmm.
In the other case, come on, man.
Wait, hold on. I did not know the name of these sneakers. I assumed they were just Trump sneakers. Motherfucker, you named them Never Surrender.
Yeah. Yep.
High tops. God damn. If this fucker never became president, first of all, he probably wouldn't come out with these dumbass sneakers. Or maybe he would have, and it would have plopped like his Trump steaks and Trump hotels and all his Trump bullshit that plopped. Like,
oh, if you want something really interesting to go research, as far as, like, we already know he's a scumbag, right? He's a liar, he's a cheater, yada, yada, yada. In my studying and researching for this, and I don't know if it's still operating or not,
oh boy.
but he created a few years ago this MLM, and it was for like business, like you could be an apprentice, like no pun intended, like you would have he and like his top people as mentors, business mentors, but as an MLM, you were supposed to then go and recruit other people, other entrepreneurs, other business-minded people to be a part of this, and the amount of money to be a part and then to continue your quote-unquote membership, it was out of this fucking world, and people are like, it was like a cult. They were losing houses, losing cars, losing all this shit because there was no return on investment, just like every other MLM.
Of course.
Oh, it's fucking nuts. So if you ever want to research some other shit that he's done to just fucking rob people, go look into that shit. I can't remember the name of it, but he started an MLM and ran people into the fucking mud.
Never Surrender high top. And wait. They tell me 2 colors. What was it? Something gold and triumphant red or some shit?
Yep.
Oh, God.
So for those that want to be in the know, and maybe you want to go cop a pair. Maybe you want to go cop a pair of these Air Force One ripoffs. This is the website. GetTrumpSneakers.com. GetTrumpSneakers.com. You can buy them here. Strict limit of 3 pairs per customer.
Really?
So you're only allowed to spend $1,200, guys. Only 1,000 pairs, $3.99.
Ooh, look, fine print. At least 10 are randomly autographed by
I
Trump
forgot about that one.
himself.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Randomly. And I'll just point this out. There's going to blow your mind. There is a Russian, Russian entrepreneur that bought an autographed pair. Well, I'll let you guess. How much do you think he paid U.S. dollars for a signed pair of Trump sneakers?
Enough to cover his lawsuit.
Oh, they're sold out, Carrion. They sold out in, like, I think they said like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, something like that.
$1 million.
No, that's not even realistic. All right. Okay. This motherfucker paid $9,000 for a pair of shoes. $9,000 U.S. dollars for a pair of fucking shoes signed by this scumbag.
Maya was the closest. Good job, Maya. What?
Yeah. And like he's proud of it. And I'll say it again. Russian.
Yes, that part. I wonder what Russian bought them.
$9,000 fucking dollars for a pair of shoes. God
just for some motherfucker to sign his computerized scribble all across the shoe? Like, you don't... His fucking autograph, hands down, is some bullshit. But basically, it's just a scratch up and down the whole fucking shoe. Ugh.
Well, here's the other two. So there's the white pair. There's the red pair that we were talking about. Now, these are only $199, y'all. These are only $199.
Wait, why? What?
Well, because you know they Air Force One looking like.
They look cheap. What is it? Oh, got a perfume bottle shaped like his wife.
And so the other thing I wanted to point out.
Jesus, help me.
Notice the small print on these. The images shown are for illustration purposes only and may not be an exact representation of the product. So what you're buying, you don't even know if it's going to even be close.
Hold on. Hold on. No, hold on. Babe, you buy shoes, right?
Oh, I consider myself a semi sneakerhead.
You got you some J's.
I got plenty of I got J's for days.
Have you bought them mostly in store or online or both?
I think I've only bought two pair. I've only bought two per online, and the second one, the reason I no longer buy them online is because the ones down there that I told you that I've owned for 4 years, and I've only got to wear like 2 times.
Didn't fit
because I didn't. I didn't try them on.
Right.
They don't fucking fit right.
Fair. Okay, you're going way over my point, but good. Thank you for the detail.
I don't know where you're going.
I'm getting there now.
You know what?
That's exactly what I want to do right now. Have you ever, in store or online, seen that fine print when you buy shoes? Why the fuck would that be the case for this?
Because he already knows the quality is going to be shit.
Well, they look like shit. Just both the first Air Force fake off ones look like shit, and these look like even heavier shit. Like they both look cheap as hell.
Yep.
And now you tell me that they might not like look exactly like what is shown in the image, bitch. What?
Yep.
Why am I paying $200 then?
And what Verlian said, also no liability on product state when arrived, and no delivery date because it's not in stock. So you don't even know when or if you're going to get them shits.
Yeah.
So you may have forked over 400 bones for nothing.
What else? What is it? Oh God, I have to have.
So here's the cologne and the perfume.
I'm glad the perfume don't have a price hit on it.
$99. You can smell like ass for $99. If you get, and look at this discount. If you buy 2 items or more, you get 5% off.
5%.
5%, y'all.
A whole 5%.
5 fucking %.
Ooh, that's a deal. That's a deal right there. Wait, what is this? Please note the the extra laces and hang tag. Oh, there's a hang tag. Oh, there's a sneaker charm. Okay, yep. Are only available if you. Wow, really? Are only available if you buy 2 or more items that include a sneaker.
Yep.
So you don't even get the hang tag. Only if you buy 2 or more items that include the sneaker. Wow.
And here's your
What
tag.
the fuck is that? That's
Here's
the
your
tag? No. No, I thought that shit was a joke when he made himself. Oh, God.
No, there's your tag. There's your tag.
America, we need to talk.
Mark.
We need to talk. Like,
Mark.
this is some ignorant bullshit. Like, why? Why?
Pre-order now. The Donald says so.
God, that looks like
Be a
some
part of history.
high res Photoshop bullshit. Why you look extra muscular in that? He don't look like that.
No.
What the? Look
No.
at that. His that is some high res copyright Photoshop
It's a cartoon.
bullshit.
It's a cartoon.
God.
It's a fucking cartoon.
You know what? Take me back to the motherland. Maya, we going back to Africa. Fuck this. We going back. Come on, Maya. We going back. We can't do this no more. Somebody resurrect Nelson Mandela and let's go. Let's go. Mm-mm.
So, what's her nuts?
What the hell was that? Oh, video in the back.
So, what's her nuts? The Fox News, I can't even remember her name. The blonde chick was talking
The other
about the
blonde chick.
win.
That's like the blonde chick, like
Yeah.
the other blonde chick. Yeah,
It's on Fox News. Yep.
Right.
That one.
that blonde chick.
So remember she said it's a win, right? Selling out. So 1,000 out of how many million people live just here in our country? What'd you say?
I mean, just here in Indiana alone,
No, in our country. What'd you say again?
300
something
millions.
Okay, so 300 something millions. It's a win that he sold 1,000 sneakers. Okay, that's a win. But now you're going to be able to watch and hear Trump's welcoming as he pitched his speech, as he pitched these sneakers at SneakerCon in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
No. It
Okay?
gets worse. Okay.
This is gold.
No.
This is gold.
Wow, a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion in this room. Thank you. So the really nice thing is we have lines, and I want to thank Chase and I want to thank Alan, but we have lines going all around the block. They're going all around this block. They've never seen anything like this one. I just...
So
Got lines all around the block.
So at one point, and they don't show the whole thing on this clip, but he almost had to end his pitch or speech because the booing just never fucking stops.
Oh, yeah. They sound pretty rowdy.
Yeah, and being the ultimate peacemaker that Trump is, instead of trying to even go there, it's, oh, I'm sensing a lot of emotion.
A lot of
Sensing
emotion.
a lot of your fifis, and then tries to taunt them. There's lines. There's literally his narcissistic, huge, embellished ego won't let him. Won't allow himself to realize they're booing you, motherfucker.
Right.
And it's not because your product sucks. It's because you suck.
Exactly. Your inflated fucking ego fails you every time to see that shit.
And your product probably sucks as well.
Yeah. I bet he didn't even wear
But
them.
you suck worse.
Yes. Like the highlight of actually, highlighting your brand is to actually wear the shit. And I'm pretty certain he wasn't even wearing the shit.
No. At least, when it comes
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social.
God damn it! Why is that shit so fucking loud? Like at least if we take it back to MJ, like at least you can spot.
Oh
You
yeah.
can spot Michael rocking some J's, man.
Rock your shit. Be proud of
Not
it.
not just when he was playing on the court, but like out and about. If he's got
Right.
street clothes on, if it's not a suit, shit. I've even seen him in a suit in all black. What were they? The eights, I want to say. I don't remember. In an all black suit, and he's got fucking J's on with the suit. So he's
Your name's on it.
yeah.
That's the best promotion. The person that's made it, wear it.
Yeah.
You can't even rock your own shit. Why? Because it's probably I know who the fuck it's for.
It's yeah. So now we're now we're gonna kind of pivot to that. So to what was suggested in the chat earlier. Yes, part of this, not part, a great part, a great big portion of this is to appeal to the black community because Trump knows, his people know that you're fucking shit up, right?
You're not doing well with the black people.
You're fucking shit up.
Not doing well with my folk. No.
And and he's did that himself because if we look back in history,
Prior to him being president.
prior to us, or prior to
The reality
Trump being
show.
exposed
Right.
for the piece of shit that he is. The worst thing he ever did was run for office because he was able to just sweep this shit under the rug, right? Yeah, exactly.
Notice the 5 cent.
Oh, hey, let's be exact. This like in the hip hop community, you know, well, shit, there's several I could think, but I know Method Man had him on 2 tracks. Russell Simmons was a huge fan and supporter of Trump. You know, again, and all this is prior to him running for president the first time, and there because of the false narrative that he had built, that he came from nothing, right, and he tried to spin himself as the started from the bottom. Now I'm here, right? He tried to, nah, man, Daddy got you here, right? But people didn't know all of the backstory yet because nobody really gave a fuck, right? They didn't give a fuck because he wasn't running for power, right? He wasn't trying to control anything.
Another big mouth, rich, old white rich dude, like whatever. He's far away over there. We don't give a fuck.
And he's given you his supposed story of coming from shit, and now he's achieved something. So it was that, you know, quote unquote American dream thing where anybody can fight and hustle and do all that and make something of themselves, which we all know now is bullshit. But at one point, he did have a very, I want to say, positive or, positive is probably the right word. Positive light in the black community, black culture, hip hop culture, like all of those things. Then when all the fucking shit started getting exposed, you heard Russell, you heard Method Man, you heard all these guys like, whoa, hold on. Now we ain't cool with this shit. And like since then we don't have hip hop artists doing like we were talking about, where it's up like Donald Trump. Like we don't hear that shit anymore, right? Because he's been found out. Okay, so the reason I share all this is now Fox News, which is as much as Trump tries to talk shit about Fox News, I know he also loves them because they circle jerk for him. And there's a particular Fox News reporter, anchor, whatever, that had this to say about the new Trump gear. And then I'll shut up after this. And Jenna, you have the floor.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, this is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city.
Fox News contributor Raymond Aroro, who can only be described as a human cartoon, proved once again that Fox is a little out of touch when it comes to the people, if you will. Now,
yeah.
You have to be a dumbass to say that shit on live television.
That happened.
Especially in the inner city. Before I go, I will say that if based on whatever statistics off of Twitter you saw, which I'm sure is some bullshit anyway, I have my words for certain people in America that support any bullshit from this man. Sneakers, voting, what the fuck ever. Like you on some dumb shit. You on some dumb shit, you need to stop. Secondly, man, like I that is, yeah, he does look like a human cartoon. Like I've never seen that man before, so you got me on there. I thought it was one of my two most hated people I hate on Fox. But yeah, I've never seen him before, so yeah, he definitely looks like a fucking cartoon. Like anyway. Wow. I'm speechless, and I'm not surprised, but I am, because I can't imagine someone having the kind of balls to say that shit. And I'm not gonna call you a racist, but there's something a little underneath that. Like I'm not just gonna, I don't know this man, so I'm not gonna call him a racist. But you definitely have some racial thoughts contributing to certain groups of people that you think this is obviously appealing to, because you think this is going to help him in votes. And I think that's just absolutely fucked up. I really fucking do. And it's even more fucked up if there are Black people in the inner city, or where the fuck ever you are, really. I don't know why it has to be in the fucking inner city, because Black people live in more areas in the fucking inner city. Just yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm not surprised it was all fucking news, and I'm not surprised it's this motherfucking person. And yeah, this is straight some racist stereotype bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm with you, like searching for the words to try to describe like the level of stupidity, and I would suggest willful ignorance.
Well, yes.
100% willful ignorance.
This kind of shit just makes you sick. Like I'm tired. Like I know we keep saying it's fucking 2024. We shouldn't be. Well, I mean, we bowed about it. We still fucking bowed about it. And it just still makes me fucking sick. Like I'm tired of saying we're in this kind of a millennia. We're still talking about racist bullshit. Yeah, we're going to continue talking about racist bullshit because of this racist bullshit stereotype stuff. Again, not calling this man a racist, but this is straight up racial stereotypical bullshit. And it makes me sick. Always having to look at shit like that. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, your voice is the one that matters on this. On this topic, as the white dude, I'm even perplexed on how you could even open your mouth and let that shit come out.
Yeah. Which, on top of that, like he pointed out, I'll give the man credit. I'll give him this one credit because I'm being fucking gracious to you. I'm giving this one credit. He is pointing out the fucking obvious, because we don't see motherfucking Trump wearing these shoes. And these shoes were specifically made in a way to appear to a certain demographic, which even I recognize what the fuck he was doing, which is still racially bigoted undertones underneath that. Like he's sounding out what is obvious what Trump is doing. I give that man credit for that, for saying that out loud. Then maybe some other racist assholes can think and say, I'm sure they probably silently figured that out, because who the fuck is buying this bullshit, right? Other than, thems in the inner city.
The folks in the inner city.
Hide your kids,
the folks. It's Yeah, it's fucked up. It's stupid, and the links that these people will go to to try to either acquire or retain power, or at least even if it's an illusion, like they don't actually have power, they just think they have power. The links they will go to try to solidify that is so fucked.
So fucked.
It's so fucked. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Come on, man. He even said it. Like, we're seeing the decline, the erosion of.
He laid out the obvious.
Yeah, and then so what do? Sneaker? Are you serious? Do you? Because here's what I hear. So you tell me if I'm wrong. This is what I hear when this motherfucker says this, and I'm sure there's others in their camp that have the same thought. Black people are so fucking stupid that they're going to support Donald Trump because he released a sneaker line. That's what I'm hearing.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
That's what and it's like, do y'all not understand?
It's a fucking insult.
Yeah.
Black people, you should be fucking insulted. If you are one of the people that are of my skin color and you bought this shit, that is a fucking insult. Like, he just slapped you in the motherfucking face to give up a part of your paycheck and slap these sneakers in your fucking face. That's a fucking insult to your intelligence. Don't support this. Oh, we like him now because he gave us shoes. He didn't give you shoes. He made you buy some bullshit. That's what he did. Like he's been doing for all these years as he's been running and as he was president and as he's trying to be president again. He's buying your bullshit. Don't buy into the bullshit. That's all this is you buying into bullshit. It's nothing else more than that. Stop buying into the bullshit, please. It's all people stop buying into the bullshit. But us specifically, since we see what the fuck he's doing, obviously, because where he gonna wear these shoes? On the golf course? No. Bet money. Bet money he's not gonna put a single damn sneaker on his old ass motherfucking foot.
Yep, and keep in mind as we move along, because we're going to hear more stupid shit. This is the same man that said and he was speaking very specifically. He pointed out those from Mexico. Shit, now I don't want to misquote, but he I think there was 3 other areas of the world that he pointed out that these people are poisoning. They're poisoning our country. Them just moving here and being here poisons our remember, those supporting this guy, if you do, you're a fuckstick just like him. Poisoning? Why? Because they want to come here and have a better life, or want to try to have a better life. Therefore they're poisoning. Come on, man.
Stop.
This dude's a fuckstick, and if you're supporting him, you're a fuckstick. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. Like I said, I give what that dumbass reporter said credit for, because he stated the obvious. He stated the obvious. He's selling you bullshit. Just stop.
And I will say this, and for the record, I don't give a fuck what the color of your skin is. If you're supporting any politician because they put out a pair of fucking tennis shoes, you're a fucking idiot.
Where the fuck are your values?
You're a fucking idiot. And I don't care where you come from, what the color of your skin is, what your backstory is, whether you came from shit, whether you came from rich. I don't give a fuck. If you're supporting a man and getting behind a man, or any politician, not just a man, any politician, because they put out some fucking sneakers, man, get the fuck out of here. you simple-minded fuck.
Are we serious?
Come on now. We need to do better, America.
When we gonna do better?
We need to do better.
When we gonna do better?
Jesus.
This is just getting sadder and sadder. When we gonna do better? Oh, Joe Biden's too old. Well, at least he's not fucking selling me sneakers.
Jesus. All right, so.
Hell, a black man didn't do that.
Right. When did we see? Let's keep it 100.
Obama sold me nothing but a book and healthcare.
I was about to say, if anything, there was the Obamacare thing. You know, he was doing his best.
He was doing his best.
He was doing his best.
He didn't sell me no goddamn sneakers.
But he wasn't pimping us.
God damn. And we expect that from black people, right? Because we like sneakers.
Ooh.
Ooh. Got him. Anyways.
Yeah, but yeah. Now we got this. Now we got this motherfucker selling us sneakers and cologne.
God,
sneakers and cologne.
You know what? This raises a deeper, because with the inner city, with the ghetto, with the projects. Guess what's on every corner, besides Starbucks?
A church.
Besides churches, like places where I'll just answer it. The simple I don't want to say drugstores. Your convenience stores, not convenient, even that. Like your 7-Elevens and shit like that, but less known. Almost every corner. And what's often sold is cigarettes, and what's often sold is liquor, and what's often sold is cheap consumer products. And I did a paper on this years ago in college, where you see most often and the most cheap that you can buy in areas that are the most where you have higher increases of societal determinants against you. You have easily accessible, cheap products that you can go to that puts you in a disadvantage from getting the actual good products and support and medical care that should be more prevalent in these neighborhoods, but you see that more prevalent in other more affluent neighborhoods than projects. And I say that because when you're sold bullshit like this is that further attempt from the man, yes, I said it, the man, from the
How dare
man for just getting, like, number one, getting into your pockets of your own hard-earned money. Yes, food deserts. Thank you. I was trying to get there. Food deserts. That's where they're trying to capture you. They're trying to pull you down to where, we so know these group of people so well because they'll spend, we buy the cheap shit because it's affordable, because we can't make our due or way or make enough money or earnings or get the fuck out the projects to make an education to make money. So we got to go towards the cheap shit. That's what's keeping us there. That's one side of it. The other side is, black people will spend money on anything. You never not see a homeless black person without a phone or an iPhone. Why? Because they think we're prone to spending our hard-earned money on expensive shit like iPhones, cars that we can afford, or sneakers that we can afford. It's a setup. Don't buy into the trick. Stop. This is a trick. It's a fucking setup.
It's a trap. It's a never-ending cycle until the cycle is ended. Right. They love the control.
Yes, you're seeking out impoverished people.
Yeah, and as long as they know or have this sense of knowing that people depend on them,
Mm-hmm.
they see as well. I have
a lot of us.
I have pawns, right? I have pawns, and if I do it this way, and I give this, these people react or respond this way, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's where I always say before I ever say that I'm an atheist, a non-believer, the first thing I am is a humanitarian, and then a skeptic. I'm skeptical of all things. Just because you tell me that you're for me, just because you tell me that you want the best for me, show me, motherfucker.
Right. Yes.
Don't just make it this this pipe dream, right? Where it's you throw out these, you throw out the bait, and all of these things, but it's not actually attainable. It's not. And I hate to quote the good book, but even the Bible says it. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. And guess what happens when the heart's sick? When there's disappointment after disappointment and letdown after letdown. I can speak. I can speak even from my own experience. When you get there and you're desperate, you have the propensity or tendency or maybe even the now need to do dumb shit.
Yeah.
To survive. Yeah. Just to fucking survive.
Yes.
So, and then what they love to do is then flip it and say, well, now you're a criminal. You're the bad one.
Right.
You're the one that's fucking up and do it. What else was I supposed to do?
You're not doing shit for me.
You ain't helping me.
You don't give a fuck. And here's the other stretch to this. And it's so true because I think this is one of the very things he's actually being sued for. I think. I don't know. I haven't got that far in the news. I stopped watching the news a while. Like before Trump got elected and became president, I just stopped all political news because I was just, I couldn't. But here's the other side to this. Don't worry about his rich white friends. Like, oh, well, white people will get sneakers too. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I say why. Two-prong. One, his rich white friends are already going to support him money-wise on the campaign side with whatever else they want to funnel their money to him for. There's that. There's one. Two, as we saw on the website, at least 10 of those shoes would be autograph signed by Trump. There was no need for another rich person to pay $9K for an autograph signed shoe. He could have just hoped for a randomly sized one, right? Why did he have to go the extra mile to pay $9K for an autograph shoe? When he could have just, paid the same standard amount of money and got the autograph shoe. Why? Because why funnel more money to him? That's just another means you're using a product to give more money to him in support of him. A random Russian asshole paid $9K for a pair of autographed shoes that are only worth $400. Does that not say, oh, I'm just trying to push more money to you? That's just exactly grifting. That's just a sneaky fucking way of grifting more money to him and saying, oh, I'm just buying shoes. No, dog.
Well, if I may jump in there, I also think it's a flex.
That too.
I think it's a flex.
Yes, that too. But it's a huge grift.
I'm the white dude in Russia, right? So there's all those connections there, but I'm going to flex, and I can do this, and I'm going to do this. So there's part of the grift and the one way leaning, ideas or opinions on this, but it's also a huge flex in my opinion, where it's remember I'm in Russia, and if he's an entrepreneur and a business owner in Russia, more likely than not, he's a Putin guy, right? Because you really don't get to own a business in Russia if you ain't a Putin guy.
Right.
So it's just another connection, right? So it's like there's so many of these undertones, and I don't want to go into the Russia shit. That's a whole nother conversation. But the privilege, the flex, the everything that's around that particular part of the conversation, $9,000, because let's face it, he probably paid $5 for the shoe. Trump, $5 for the shoe, whatever for marketing the website, yada yada. But $9,000 towards, $500 million in court fees right now. That's that's shit, right?
That is
shit.
shit, yes.
This is more of a flex, in a chest pounding,
Mm-hmm.
more than anything, I think, from that motherfucker.
Comrade, give me better autograph shoe for 9K. I do good things. Comrade. I do good. I don't know. I don't speak Russian.
Yeah, there's a lot to be talked about there, and yeah, it's yeah, there's and I'm sure there's a lot of shit that we'll uncover, and it'll come to light, you know, in the coming months, year, whatever. Yeah, and unfortunately, Crystal, yes, he loves people talking about him, and I'll say this, and we'll move on and get back into some more of the satire here. But one of the things, again, in researching this, I found is that there was a couple radio hosts that were obviously hosting radio segments in New York as Trump was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, this is before he blew up. Leading up to him building the Trump Towers, or what the fuck ever. And they said this man would literally call in and pose to be someone else to talk about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Would pose to be someone else to talk about himself.
I heard of that.
In like on a regular basis, just to either start a conversation or keep the conversation going about what Trump was doing in downtown New York. Like, if that does not scream and ooze narcissism and ego, I don't know what the fuck is.
Shit. I don't know. Someone asked where these sneakers are made. I went to the fucking website. Now it's in my Google history. Thanks. Just to see where they're made.
In my research, I do believe I remember, and you do not quote me, do not put this in stone, but yes, I believe that there were Russian ties to the manufacturing, and that's where, like, with same thing in the music industry, it's very similar in the fashion industry, and that's not to bring this name into it, but that's why I think Kanye floats back and forth in those industries so well, is they're very similar. So there's manufacturing, production, and then the distribution, right? And motherfuckers like Trump, when they say made in the USA, notice they didn't say manufactured, right? It's a skip around, it's a jump around. Because when they say made, they're skipping the manufacturing part. The distribution point, the distributors of said product may be in the U.S., but the actual manufacturing could be done somewhere totally not in the U.S. So I'd have to do a little more research on that. But
sorry, I was reading. Okay, well, yeah.
Have a drink.
1, 2,
Goddamn.
1, 2, 3.
And yes, I'm eating a cupcake because I can. It's really good.
All right, so now we're gonna get into it's still stupid shit, stupid Trump shit, but now I think we can go a little more satirical and from the comedy angle and have fun and make fun. And I'm usually not a fan of making fun of people, but when it comes to this fuck stick, I'm here for all of the making funs of.
Here for it. Oh boy.
I'm here for all. There's another drink break in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1.
And tonight, I'm not opposed. All right.
Roll tape.
The dumbest shit Trump said.
Donald Trump will likely go down in history as this country's most moronic president. So what exactly is the dumbest moment he's ever had? Well, there are many to choose from. So first, I want to remind you all of the bright idea he had regarding nuking hurricanes. He had been quoted as saying the following, Axios had reported this, I got it. Why don't we nuke them?
Oh my God.
They start forming off the coast of Africa. As they're moving across the Atlantic, we drop a bomb inside the eye of the hurricane and it disrupts it. Why can't we do that? The source added, paraphrasing the president's remarks.
I remember that. I fucking remember that. What was, because it was around the time where you see that photo op of him shooting basketball throws with the fucking toilet paper, or not toilet paper, the paper towels, where he's like, oh, you catch it, oh, 3, like, I remember that shit. Oh,
What?
God. Why don't we nuke it? That sounds like, that sounds like a Bush statement. It does.
I love that you said that because
right?
So Jen and I have talked about this. The reason I miss George W. is not policies, not anything. Let's keep it real.
Stupid shit like this.
That dude.
Like something Bush would.
That dude was the most entertaining.
So entertaining.
President that we'll probably ever have. Like the mic always should be hot if George W. is talking, right? But some of the stupid ass shit that I heard George W. say, this, and all of the pun intended, this trumps everything that I ever heard George W. say. We're gonna nuke a hurricane. What?
Fuck it, let's do it.
What?
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Welcome, boys and girls of all ages. We're gonna have a little experiment.
Let's fill that nuke with all his sneakers.
We're gonna
in the hurricane.
We're gonna nuke the hurricane. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
Believe me.
Nobody knows nuking hurricanes like I know nuking hurricanes. What?
Oh, I remember this. Fuck me. I remember when he said this.
All right, next.
God.
But if you thought that was a dumb moment, which it most certainly was, we have other examples for you, including what you're about to watch.
We manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
So that was him claiming that the Revolutionary Army took over the airports back in the 1700s.
I remember that.
But we have
What airports?
It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. I was like,
In the 1800s. What airports?
not even 1700s.
What? Sorry, Mr. Donald.
What?
Where was this airport? Because I know you didn't say plural.
And he was, I remember, I fucking love this because he was such a proponent of not wanting to do teleprompter speeches. Like, he fucking hate teleprompter speeches. Like, they had to keep him on teleprompter so he wouldn't be so fucking off the cuff. But it's even more gold when he is on teleprompter, like he was, and he says, and he flubs like that.
and he said airports plural.
Yeah.
Plural.
They ran the airport.
The plural.
Motherfucker, planes didn't even exist. What airport?
Plural.
I remember that. Oh, God. Next.
have more. Let's go to the next one.
We've ended the war on beautiful clean coal, and it's just been announced that a second brand new coal mine where they're going to take out clean coal, meaning they're taking out coal, they're going to clean it, is opening.
Look, these are impossible. 1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
God, every single one of these I remember. I do. We're gonna take the coal, we're gonna clean it, we're gonna wash it in the dishwasher, we're gonna scrub it down, get it nice and clean, and then we're gonna package it and put it in my Snickers. What the?
Here. They had airports in the Civil War because how else would pterodactyls land per Matt Powell? I remember the other night someone suggested that I debate Matt Powell. If someone wants if someone wants to line that up, I would, for all of the comedy relief, for all of the laughs, line it up.
I mean,
you
and Rage should talk because I know he has a direct line to Matt Powell, so why not?
Oh my God!
What the?
We're gonna clean the coals. Nobody knows
they
cleaning
grab it,
coals.
they clean it.
Like I know how to clean coals.
He fundamentally misunderstood the whole, slogan of clean coal. Like it's not like I haven't seen that slogan before. It's meant to, drive consumers to say like, gas is still okay. We can still produce coal. There's enough coal to produce clean, leaded, unleaded gas, whatever. That's just, the whole sponsorship of gasoline companies trying to still push that shit over electric, which we should fucking already be doing. I don't know why we're just fucking slow. But anyway.
Oh, just wait till we get to the part where they're talking about the
clean coal. I don't have to explain this. We all know what the fuck. Stupid. Propellers.
No,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just lost the fucking word in my head. The
windmills.
Oh. No. Shut up, the jets that you can't see, like on the fucking radars. The stealth.
Stealth. Yeah.
Just wait, it's coming up.
Oh,
where he literally thinks stealth means if you're standing next to the fucking jet, you can't see it. He doesn't understand that stealth means you don't see it on the radar.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He thinks stealth means we can't see it with our eyes. He doesn't realize that stealth is you don't see it on the goddamn radar. No, it's coming up.
Not even in fucking military, and I know that shit.
Possible to decide. In fact, we got a poll coming up at tyt.com/dumb where we're going to ask you which one of these is the dumbest. So keep all these in mind. Take out the coal and you clean it, and that's what clean coal is. Take over the airport 76. You think you can't get worse? Hold.
F-35s, fighter jets.
Here we go.
They're stealth. You can't see them. I said, how good are these? They said, well, sir, the problem is you can't see them when you fight them. I said, that sounds like it's a big advantage. I said, how does it do it in fights? And how do they do in fights with the F-35? I said, we do very well. You can't see it. You can't see it. They said, well, sir, you can't see it. I said, yeah, but in a fight, a fight like I watch on the movies, a fight, they're fighting. How good is it? Say, well, it wins every time because the enemy cannot see it. Even if it's right next to it, it can't see it.
One of the guys in the back nearly burst out laughing.
I'm glad he literally just pointed that out. I was watching the fucking reactions of the people behind him. And especially in that last clip with that one guy, he's like, what the fuck? What? No, that's not true, sir. He literally had this minute smirk. He knew he was on fucking camera. He's like, what? This fucking idiot. Like, I know they did brief this motherfucker, right? But I don't think he fucking paid. Bitch, take notes. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you're talking to people, at least sound like what you're talking about. But you don't. And it makes fucking sense. Idiot.
No, it's like when we're going to a fight.
Like I see in the movies.
What's the biggest advantage?
What's the
They literally
like
can't see you.
Like in the movies when I see it, when it's invisible, but it fights.
Motherfucker, you should probably stop for a second and listen to somebody. You should listen, Linda.
Take notes.
You should listen, Linda. Stealth does not mean that you fucking disappear like it's some like Star Wars, Star Trek, fucking Matrix ass shit. It doesn't actually disappear. Stealth, when we're talking about aircraft, it doesn't show up on the radar.
Radar, yes.
You dumb shit. And congratulations, America. This is who the fuck you're supporting.
We're buying sneakers from this dumbass? For real? For real.
Well, because unfortunately there's too many dumb people. Let's just call it how it is. Too many dumb people.
It's a stealth fighter because radar can't pick it up.
No way.
You can see it. It is not an invisible plane.
No. If you're next
Not
to
Wonder
it,
Woman's
you
aircraft.
literally cannot see it.
Okay.
You just can't. It's an invisible. It's an
We didn't get this
invisible
shit from
fighter.
Wonder Woman.
It's an invisible fighter jet.
We didn't get the technologies from Wonder Woman. We ain't got there yet.
So, well, no, maybe Trump is best friends with the head alien.
Oh, shit.
Maybe Trump is best friends with the head alien. And the aliens have given Trump access to invisible fighter jets.
Well, they're some dumbasses, too. Fuck you, aliens.
These aliens out here being gangster.
A jet.
Okay, first of all, what's interesting is there's actually an F-35 in front of me right now. You just can't see it. And I didn't know that Donald Trump was Wonder Woman with invisible planes. Does he also have the little cute little bracelets?
Wow.
This is actually, look, some people, I don't know, maybe you're having fun. I'm not having fun. This, to me, is like the most depressing story I've ever had to cover. But we have more. Let's take a look.
Surrounded
it's both.
water, big water, ocean water.
And look.
That was not
Replay
going to
that
win.
shit. I didn't even hear what he said. Replay that shit. I remember this, but I forget what it was.
Had to cover, but we have more. Let's take a look.
Surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
And look.
Look, that was not going to win, okay? But the fact that he realized that Puerto Rico is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water, that's never not funny.
Oh, I'm like, what was that regarding? Because I remember him saying, because, Trump tends to say things bigly. It's going to be huge, bigly, believe me. Like, he always says shit like that. So I was trying to remember.
Big water.
Big water, huge, all around the land. So vast, so huge. You can see Alaska from Russia. Yeah.
And I have to quote him every time. Nobody knows big water like I know big water. I know big water better than I do big water.
I do big water
better than everybody does big water.
I sell it with my sneakers. Hi, Claire.
And you get a 5% discount. What's up, Claire?
From the standpoint of water.
That was a later quote when he said, water is wet from the standpoint of water. This guy's an idiot. And 40% of the country thinks genius, nailed it. That's the guy I want to lead me.
Score.
Oh, king of the pause. Still king of the pause. Love that face right there.
Love that face.
Screenshot the fuck out of that one.
Wow.
If you have a windmill anywhere near your house, congratulations. Your house just went down 75% in value. And they say the noise causes cancer. You told me that one, okay? The thing makes it so...
So he thinks that windmills cause cancer.
No, to be more specific, Anna, the noise from the windmill causes cancer. Everybody knows that.
The noise. Sorry. The noise from the windmill causes cancer. This is why we can't have nice things. America, this is why we can't have nice things.
So I don't know. I don't
That's
know
why we
what
can't have nice things, babe.
I don't know what's worse right now though. So he just said that the on that causes cancer. But then we also heard for those if you pay attention to the flavor streams when I'm creating these delicious Christian remixes.
Yummy.
The one lady said that if you're masturbating, that causes cancer down there. So I'm at this point I'm kind of like, who's right and who's wrong? Is it the wow or is it the like which one causes cancer then? Because they both very much seem to be scientificals.
Very scientificals.
They like the scientificals line up.
You know what? I think my pussy hurts right now.
Wow.
By the way, the real reason he expressed that windmills is because there's some windmills next to a golf course he owns, which he thinks lower the value of it. But he's now convinced himself that the noise from the windmills cause cancer. And that's one of my favorites. I'm on pins and needles here as to what I'm going to vote for, what you guys are going to vote for, TYT.com/Dom, but we're not done.
Oh, God.
We're not done.
Disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
And so obviously that's the famous putting disinfectant inside your body.
No.
And it does a number on your lungs. Yeah, that's true. It would do a number on your lungs. You would die. That's what he just said yesterday.
What?
I remember this. This is when I tell you I had a time during COVID. I had a fucking time during COVID. God damn it. This is the very shit that gets me as a medical professional up my ass, just fucking frustrated. That gets Dr. Ben up his ass frustrated. That gets Dr. J up his ass fucking frustrated. Because as communicators of medical things, such as, COVID, which is a hoax, apparently, you literally had people ingest bleach. There are news articles, at least one I know for certain because I've read it, that drank bleach to get rid of COVID that they did not think existed, by the way. So I don't know why the fuck that possessed you to even drink bleach if you didn't know it existed. So, solve that riddle. You had people inject certain cleaners or something that was a derivative that you would give to a horse. I can't recall exactly what it is. And turns out a couple or one of the couples died from taking such thing. Like some straight stupid shit, because what he simply said in that interview, like, oh, fuck it, just hook me up on an IV of Pine Sol right now. Just 200 cc's of bleach, cure it, gone. Oh, you got to get some medical doctors behind that shit. We did. We got medical doctors behind it. Actual genuine medical doctors. And what did we come up with? A fucking vaccine.
Fuck it, bleach.
What? Ooh, God.
Fuck it, bleach, man.
Or
silver.
Shit,
I remember that, Crystal. Or the silver. All the
yes.
Your crazy ass Christian televangelist.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the silver does it.
Oh, I remember that. It was like some silver something that like a televangelist sold.
And there actually was there was actually no silver in it. It was just somebody went to the well in their backyard and scooped up a bunch of water.
Yeah. It was some bullshit like that. And oh God.
So here's what I'm gonna throw out there. Because I'm the mad scientist, and that actually has nothing to do with this conversation. That has everything to do with me being behind two turntables and a microphone. But I'll go ahead and use the degree that Dr. Josh and Dr. Kill gave me right now.
Oh, yeah. Flex that shit.
That was a hard-earned degree.
Hard-earned.
That was not easy.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
So, I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life, y'all. I've done a lot of really dumbass shit. Let me tell you about one that has to do with bleach.
Oh, God, I know this.
And it has nothing to do with the Nirvana album titled Bleach. That's not where I'm going. This has nothing to do with music. I am highly allergic to poison ivy. Highly allergic. Once there's like one little spot on my hand or my arm, all of a sudden it's fucking everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Dick, balls, pits, everything. Right? It like I got to go to the fucking hospital and get the fucking shots and do it. Like when I say everywhere, it's everywhere. Before I came to the knowledge that I could go to the hospital and get said shots to minimize the pain and the agony that it brought me. Here was my solution.
Oh boy.
I would run a scalding hot bath.
Disclaimer, don't fucking do this.
Do not do this.
Do not
This
fucking
is
do this. I
not
swear to fucking God.
medical.
If I knew this man then, I would say, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, this is not a good look.
It's not a good look.
This is not a good look.
Disclaimer. Okay.
This is not a suggestion. If anything, it's. I'm gonna tell you how stupid I was compared to actually ingesting bleach. So I would run a scalding hot bath. I would pour like a half gallon of bleach in said scalding bath. I would then get in the bathtub and I would scratch all the shit raw. The poison ivy raw, right? It's the only thing until I found out that there's actually medicine, because up to that point we didn't, my family, we didn't really do medicine. We didn't really do doctors. We did prayer and faith, and we figured this shit out on our own, right? It's the only thing that I found that killed the poison or whatever. Again, I'm not the fucking doctor. But I would sit in this scalding hot bath with the bleach and scratch the shit out of it and make the shit raw, and it would go away, right? It would go away. I tried the lotions. I tried the ointments. It didn't do shit. It didn't do shit. Now, that's me sharing how fucking ignorant and stupid I was years and years ago, until I found out that there's a much easier and healthy, a much more healthy way of doing away with this poison ivy reaction. But here's the thing, that even taking that bath, I will tell you right now, if anyone ever told me, hey, Oz, you should take a shot or two of bleach, you should take a shot or two of hand sanitizer, you should take a shot. I am not ingesting bleach. Or what? Think about it. As crazy as that sounds, me doing that, you're never going to convince me to take shots of fucking bleach.
Read your labels.
Yep.
The reason why you don't ingest that shit. Read your labels.
And that's where what Crystal said, scratching
And
spreads the oils and very contagious. Yes, that's why it was scalding hot, and I had the bleach in the water, right? And I'm telling you, like, no bullshit, like, it didn't always 100% do away with it, but god damn, it felt so much better. Probably because I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, I imagine you lost some nerve endings.
I
mean, you have beautiful skin now, by the way.
I know. I'm
blown.
blown away that it didn't had cause permanent scars.
I know every inch of this man's naked ass body.
Yeah.
No indication can I tell that he scratched off his fucking skin and drowned himself in scalding hot bleach.
Yeah, and not just like once or twice,
Beautiful
but
skin.
several times. Because when I dropped out of high school, was the next 4 or 5 years I was in lawn care and landscaping. Like any time that shit popped up, like it was straight to the bathtub. Bleach.
Wait, you've done that several times?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't just a once or twice thing, but my point in sharing this is like I'm admitting to being really ignorant and really stupid, right? In that time frame.
This is the only reason why I'm laughing.
That said,
otherwise,
you could not pay me to take shots of bleach. And I'm the motherfucker that sat and soaked in a tub of hot bleach water.
Yeah, someone bubble wrap this.
So anyway, that's why I shared that story, because even
no, that was good. Thank you. I forgot all about
even in the, like yes, I did. I would never do that now, but in my younger years and uninformed, ignorant years. It was actually my own concoction, because I was like, how the fuck do I like dry all this shit up?
What?
Right? And I don't know why, but the first time I tried it, I was like, this shit fucking works.
How did you conceptualize that?
I don't know.
Because bleach kills, like, I get like, you know, the bleach killing off germs. Yes, bleach does effectively do that in certain concentrations. And then, okay, the scalding hot to help with itching, because even though that's counterproductive, you should never put hot water on an itchy area. It dries out your skin and makes you more itchy, even though it's relieving, but it's worse.
I can answer that. And again, this just demonstrates then how uninformed, ignorant, uneducated I was. So
again, I was not with this man.
Here is my thought process. First, bleach dries shit. It kills shit. It dries shit up. Right?
Yes.
Scalding hot water kills germs. Right. So again, think about where I'm at.
Yes.
I'm not thinking about oils and poison. Like I'm seeing it the way I've been taught is that anything that causes any of this shit to my body is a germ, right? It's so I have to kill it, right? So it was, and just the temperature of the water fucking hurt.
I bet it fucking did.
Just that. But the whole time, and I could tell you right now when I was doing it, it was no pain, no gain, no pain, no gain.
And I know this man, he has a very high pain tolerance. I can't fathom me fucking ever doing that. Like like your pain tolerance for shit is pretty up there. And
yeah, that shit. So my whole point in sharing that was, yes.
Ignorant
I did, would not now, but I did formerly soak in scalding hot water and bleach, but you still could not, even then, you would not have been able to convince me to take shots of bleach. I'm not ingesting it. I'm not.
Yeah. Yes. To more to the point of what Trump said, the mere fact that he would suggest, injecting disinfectant.
Yeah.
And we know what the classifications of disinfectants are. You got your Lysol, you got your Pine Sols and shit. No.
And also,
you had ignorant ass, dumbass people that did that, and some died.
Yep. And also, don't take bleach baths. Also, don't do that.
Of course, and what everybody's talking about. So it's new and it is spectacularly over the top. So it's probably the favorite going in. But, I wouldn't sell the invisible jets or the wind causing cancer short. And there's so many things that aren't, and all those things, I don't want to bias you. I mean, the Air Force we had under Thomas Jefferson and George Washington was amazing. Not, you know what? Every jet they had was invisible. They weren't like that at all. You didn't see them. The British didn't see them coming. They had the invisible jets. This child is our president. Okay, and we're not even.
Hey, whoever made that visual, I love you.
Good fucking job.
I love you.
I love that.
Nuking the hurricanes. Okay, we didn't look. There were things that he said that are in this ballpark too that we didn't include. So how many things can you put in a bowl? So go vote right now. TYT.com.
All right, so I got one more. I got one more.
Oh Jesus!
If you're a web designer, here are 4 ways.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 ways.
Bleach bath your skin. Don't do that. That's what believing in God get you. Bleach baths.
I don't know if it was so much my belief in God as it was
The ignorance of not knowing medical.
No,
Yeah.
just the like when you're that sensitive to whatever. Like for me, it was poison ivy. Like again, like I said, like when I got it everywhere, I got it fucking everywhere. And so I'm already bipolar, right? So I'm already frantic.
Yeah.
Right. I'm already manic. Especially then, I'm not diagnosed. I'm not medicated. I'm not. And it's like I become obsessed.
Yeah.
And it's like I have to itch and scratch it. Like, how the fuck do I get rid of all this shit? Right. And whatever reason, the first time I did it, it was like, fuck it. Hot bath, bleach. Pour that shit in there.
You know, like I said, he has beautiful skin. You could not fucking tell that shit happened. And the fact that you did that numerous times, what the fuck is in your blood? Like, what are you made of, sir?
Tiger blood. Tiger blood. Winning.
Oh, God.
Winning. Yeah, it's it's no, it would like so my brother and I were programmed that you don't just run to a hospital. You don't run
again. This is in his
to a
time when he
doctor.
was deep in his Christian faith.
You either prayed
away,
or you figure this shit out on your own because the doctors practice pharmakeia, right?
Yeah.
It's demonic.
Yeah. Remember that? What was the last time you were on TikTok and that guy about the whole, I don't trust doctors, I'm gonna go to the hospital, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
that
shit.
That shit. Yeah.
I don't trust doctors. So that's how I was programmed. That
Sadly.
Either God's going to heal me of this ailment, it's just fucking poison ivy, right? Or I'm gonna figure this shit out. And God damn it, I figured that shit out.
You sure the fuck figured it out. Yes, you sure the fuck did.
I figured it out. It was not healthy. It was not the sane thing to do. But I was working within my means.
Amen.
President Xi, very good conversations. I liked him a lot. I told him we shot 57 missiles into Syria while he was having chocolate cake. For the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. And we also love Puerto Rico. With the president of Finland, and he said we have much different. We're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation.
Oh, God. No. I remember this one.
Yep, we're going there.
No. Fuck. Yeah, play. I remember that one.
Yeah, really, the only time I remember my parents taking me to a hospital and or doctor's office was my dad took me a handful of times, but that was only to get a physical so I could play sports. It had nothing to do with like an actual like doctor visit. It was just, do the cough, all that shit.
Get the sign off, yeah.
The
clearance.
The only other time I remember being taken to a doctor or hospital is when I was in the first grade. My pinky finger got slammed in a metal door, and it literally cut off the top part of my pinky finger, and there's still a scar there from it. And I didn't even know what fucking happened. I went back, it happened so fast I didn't even realize that it happened. But I walked back, and I put my hands on my desk, and my fucking pinky's hanging off.
Oh, God.
And I left a blood trail from the bathroom, because that's when the bathrooms were in the classrooms.
Oh, cool.
And I looked, I was like, oh, this isn't.
Shocking.
This isn't normal.
Shocking.
So they took me to the nurse's office, and like everybody's fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
Right. And like I'm cool and stoic because I'm like, what happened? Because I still don't even adrenaline or whatever. I still don't even feel anything. All I know is I see, the
finger hanging off.
Yeah, my fingernail and shit like dangling.
Oh God.
And I was like, what the fuck? They took me to the hospital then because they had to sew the shit back on, right? And here's another little fun story about that. The doctors told my parents that we can sew it back on because you got him here so quickly, but he'll probably never have feeling in the top quarter of that finger. He'll never feel and may never grow a nail again. Well, guess what? I feel everything, and I definitely still have a fingernail. And you're not gonna believe this, guys. You're not gonna believe this.
Oh boy.
God is the reason that I have a fingernail and that I can still feel the tip of my finger.
Amen.
It's God.
God heard your parents' prayer to get the feeling in your pinky finger than to cure that woman from cancer. Amen.
Yes. God cared way more.
He cared more about your pinky.
About my white boy, privileged ass, little pinky fingered nailed shit. Right?
Testimony.
He cared way more about my pinky nail.
Better testify.
Than he did probably how many thousands of kids died that night from like cancer and shit.
Preach.
He cared way more about the pinky nail.
Amen.
Way more.
Preach. Okay, sorry.
We going to praise break. What? Drink break.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
All right, here we go.
I was with the president of Finland, and he said, we have a much different, we're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation. And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem. So I know everybody's looking at that. When I went to the courthouse, which is also a prison, in a sense, they signed me in. And I'll tell you, people...
Oh, I love this one. So this is when he's describing the first time he got booked.
Oh, okay. But let me touch on the thing. For the record, I miss my California governor. I do. Gavin, much love. Anyway. And obviously California, that was in California, by the way. We classic for fires. Like every year there's a huge fire, you hear about it. Last few years it's been significant. And with this particular one that happened, I don't know how long right now, that was so hugely devastating that it pushed a whole that area itself is still it's not rebuilt. It's just gone. It's still heavily devastated, and a whole huge swath of a community. I don't know what the fuck I said. A huge community got displaced.
Swarth.
That's the word.
That's what we do around here.
But and they left this one part out that he said, which is one of the most idiotic things, is that he suggested that we sweep the forest floor to prevent fires. I'm like, bitch, fuck you do. We don't sweep forests. We don't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? Sweep the forest floor to stop fires?
No, here's what you do. Everybody in California, go to your local Walmarts, Myers, whatever your local store is of choice. Purchase a broom, and then we're going to rendezvous in the forest at whatever time, and we are all going to sweep the brush.
Yes.
And and for those like Trump that don't understand what brush is, we're going to sweep all of the sticks and the leaves and all that shit. We're all just going to do it at the same time.
Yes.
So everybody in California, just know on this day we're sweeping the forest. Don't bring Swiffers.
No.
We did not ask for Swiffers.
No.
Bring a broom.
Bring a broom.
Not a bucket and a mop.
Nope.
A broom.
No. We're not dealing with a wet ass pussy. We don't need a bucket and mop.
No.
There's enough people in California to do this. There's enough of people in California to do this. Hell, Dyson has a wireless battery-powered vacuum. Even better. You got one of those? Those are about as much as a Trump shoe is. Get one of them.
Hold on. You just gave me a great idea.
Oh, shit.
And nobody knows good ideas like I know. Good. I'm kidding. Why, Mr. Donald, because I will not call you president, Mr. Donald,
Hashtag not my president.
why come, as gentlemen say, why come we got invisible jets? But to what Jenna just brought up, why come we ain't got the wireless, like the vacuums that just go do the shits on their own?
That's what we should be spending our money on.
Why don't we have forest sweepers that just go robotically?
Yeah.
Just go through the forest like
the
these
iRobot
other
in your
motherfuckers.
home.
Yes, the iRobot of the forest. Yes. Why don't we have forest? Come on, man.
Come on.
We
outside the box, bruh.
we got technology where you can't see the jets.
Shit.
Where you can't see the jets, but we don't have the I vacuum, I sweep, I mop,
Roomba.
I all of that.
Roombas. California
Yes.
needs Roombas.
Yes, have the forest Roomba.
Forest Roomba.
Why is that not a thing? Trump,
Patent that shit. Let's go.
why is that not a thing?
Patent that shit, I vote for you.
You tell us we have invisible fighter jets. That's amazing. Why do we not have forest Roombas?
People were crying. People that work there, professionally work there.
So this is where you talk about he gets when he gets booked in.
Oh boy.
They're crying. They're literally crying. Nobody knows crying like I know crying.
That when I went to the courthouse, which is also a prison in a sense, they signed me in. And I'll tell you, people were crying. People that work there, professionally work there, that have no problems putting.
They professionally work there or just unprofessionally work there?
In murderers, and they see everybody. It's tough.
And if you missed it, he compared the courthouse to a prison.
Place.
Of course.
And they were crying. They were actually crying. They said, I'm sorry.
That will create jobs in the United States.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department.
Take a gulp.
Oh God, the two
Do you read your wish and birth?
I do. I read a lot. You know, I read a lot. They like to say I don't read. I read a lot.
Your
I
daily
comprehend
intelligence
extraordinarily well. Probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time.
What is? See, this is how you know he fucking lies. He over exaggerates a compliment that someone gives him and or a statement that someone says about him. That's what you know. Like, oh yeah, I read a lot. I'm huge. I'm the best reader. I won awards. I'm the best reader than any person you've ever interviewed in your life. Period.
I probably comprehend.
I comprehend so
I
good.
comprehend better than most people you've ever
I comprehend
interviewed.
super much. My brain is wow.
My comprehension is huge. It's huge. Nobody comprehends drinking water from a water bottle the way I do. It's huge.
That's why we get forest Roombas.
I'm a fan.
It's a child's desk, but that's okay. The smallest desk I've ever seen.
What?
Very, very glamorous, right? I've been attacked from fronts that nobody ever got attacked on. You know, with fake investigations, fake Russia, Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine. He had an incredible, I'm not allowed to say it because it's very impolite and very politically incorrect, a beautiful female interpreter. She was very beautiful. Today, if you say it, they'll say, this is terrible. You're not allowed to say that.
That shit. Woo! 3. Going deep.
So is this part of the agenda where Trump are you now connecting with the inner city again? Putting up shots. You ain't with me when I was shooting in the gym. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Going deep. Oh, that's 3 right there. Got a
You
little
wasn't
rim.
with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Got a little rim, but it went in. Got a little rim, but it went in. Look, mind you, this is a group of devastated people from a hurricane. This man is tossing baskets of fucking paper towels. What the fuck are you doing? It's almost as worse as him being in a food kitchen and he's like slam dumping mashed potatoes on your tray, like, take them taters, take them beans.
Yep.
Let me throw that roll at you. Hard pass. Go deep. Go long. You want this roll, don't you? Go long. What the fuck are you doing? This ain't no game.
Well, no, but it is to him.
Showing up to the shelter for fun.
But it is to him, though. It is a game to him.
Oh, it's clear. It's clear.
It is a fucking game.
God, he is. When I thought it was an embarrassment when fucking Bush would show up at devastating things, like when he talked about Katrina and shit.
Oh,
this is far fucking worse.
Trump makes George W. look like a fucking saint.
I fucking miss George W. Can we rewind? Like I actually genuinely miss him.
Oh, every time
him and Michelle are like besties. Fuck yes.
Yeah, because you can say whatever you want about George W. And I don't agree with all the policies, all the shit, right?
But goddamn.
But at least you got some fucking compassion.
Yeah.
In like a little bit. And
the things he said
that he fucking cared.
Yes.
You got a little bit, right? That he actually fucking may have cared. And that caring may have only lasted for like 3 to 5 seconds. But at least we got 3 to 5 fucking seconds that we felt like he cared. I don't feel like Trump ever fucking cares.
No, not at all.
Which blows my mind when I hear people or see it said on the interwebs. He connects with the people. What? Who the fuck is he connect? Unless you're a fellow narcissistic, egotistical fucking asswipe. Who the fuck is he connecting to He's literally out here. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. Throwing toilet paper, paper towels, supply. You wasn't with me when I was shooting it. Like,
Jesus.
Oh my God. Get the fucks out of here, bro. Get the fuck. Use a joke. Look at him. Look at
him. Men and women.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I might have went to prison. If I was in that front row, I might have went to prison.
I would have thrown that shit back.
Because I may have bitch slapped that motherfucker.
Serious?
I may have bitch slapped him.
Do you hand this to me like a fucking human being?
And I also want to say this. God damn it, Lola, if I hear you fart one more time, you going downstairs, bitch.
Right underneath me.
Who have done such a great job in helping with Florence. This is a tough hurricane. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
The wettest.
Rarely have we
Water.
had an experience like it. And it certainly is not good.
The N-word. You have two N-words. You don't mention either one of them. The nuclear word you don't mention because the power is so destructive. And it was 30 or 35 questions.
So we only addressed the one N-word?
Right. You said it online. Notice he said it before. He was like, there's two N-words you don't mention. And you actually said the one of the two N-words you supposedly don't mention. You said it on live TV. So obviously we can say it. So you going to say the other one? You
Nope.
want to say it? You know you want to say it. Come on, I'll say it with you.
Yeah. Oh, God, I wish I had that clip right now. I'll say it with you. Say it.
I'll say it with you. You know you want to say it. Nigga. Yeah, that one. Piece of shit. Two N-words you don't say.
The first questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult. Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good. Let me just say about Russia. Russia used to be a thing called the Soviet Union. Because of
This is just the dumb
Afghanistan,
shit
they
he
went
says.
bankrupt. They became Russia, just so you do understand, okay?
He said, you know, Russia used to be known as the Soviet Union. They went bankrupt. That's why they're called Russia. That's not how that happened. For the record. What?
All right, so just like don't listen to my advice. It was not advice. I was admitting that it was stupid. Do not take bleach baths. Also, do not
Take history class.
do not take history lessons from Donald Trump.
Do not. 'Cause that is not why Russia is called Russia.
You're gonna get fucked.
If you look at Mr. Pillsbury, the leading authority on China, he was on a good show, I won't mention the name of the show, recently, and he was saying that China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain. If you...
Two, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang.
Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
China has huge respect for the size of Trump's brain. It's huge. It's huge.
Went all over Hollywood to look for somebody to play the role of President Xi. You couldn't find it. There's nobody like that. The look, the brain, the whole thing. We had a great relationship.
You're not known to be a humble man.
But I wonder. I think I am actually humble. I think I'm much more humble than you would understand.
Barb. Wait, what is that her name? Barb? Is that Barb? Is that Barbara Waters? I forget her name.
I think it was.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when you got to jump on camera and say, "I'm the most humblest," right? Not even a word. I'm the most humblest. I'm the one that's humble.
The most humble you've ever seen.
I'm already skeptical.
Right? Being humble is the very definition of you not saying what the fuck you just said.
Right. That's not Barbara. So
Oh, I forget. It's been a minute since I watched 60 Minutes. I forgot.
I
feel like every older
I'm
lady's
with you.
named Barbara.
I feel like I feel like I lose track of the interviewers.
Yeah, I do. I feel like she looks like a Barbara. Okay, my bad.
She does look like Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah, keep looking, Trump.
Fuck it.
Fucking dumbass. Oh, you idiot.
See it?
If you get it in order, you get extra points. Okay, now he's asking you other questions, and then 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later, they say, remember the first question? Not the first, but the 10th question? Give us that again. Can you do that again? And you go person, woman, man, camera, TV. If you get it in order, you get extra points. They said nobody gets it in order. It's actually not that easy, but for me it was easy.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said.
This game. All right, so we got one short one to end this, and this is this is Trump's claim to fame.
Oh, we're not finishing that video? I loved it.
No, because we're at that 2 hour mark.
Oh,
I like
shit.
to keep
It's been
it.
2 hours.
I like to keep
We
it
should talk about Trump more.
at or around the 2 hour mark.
That's fair. Sorry.
But this is Trump's claim to fame, y'all.
Oh boy.
This is his claim to fame.
Two, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
Here we go. And this is why, as a politician, someone in quote unquote power, you probably should be pretty careful about what you say, because you never know when there's a hot mic.
Moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it. Whoa. I did try and fuck her. She was married. No, Nancy. No, this was, and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch. I couldn't get there, and she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab him by the pussy. 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 I can do anything. Pull the hand. Hello, how are you? Hi.
And what's ironic is that, and we recall for like a good solid 2 weeks. A month is a stretch, but I'll give it about a month after that was blasted while he was running the first time for president. That, and there's so many of the runners or people that supported him that were Republican, saying, yeah, no, that was disgraceful, won't vote for him, blah, blah, blah. Once that all media bullshit died down, and then they whipped tail and went ahead and voted for him anyway and supported him, even became part of his cabinet. Hell, Mike fucking Pence, the most whitewashed.
He's Indiana.
That's where I live. Indiana, all that, became his VP, knew of this shit and denounced all of it. After all of that, and we still made this motherfucker president. Like, this wasn't enough. At least this, despite, take away the racist shit that came out later or at that time or whenever. Take away all the dumbass shit that we just listened to before he became president. Take away all of that. This is like gold. This is pure gold for you to catch a hot mic moment of someone saying something so derogatory and disgusting and plain. And not only do you hear his voice, but then see his image coming out of said bus and stuff. This alone was not enough to stop this man from then becoming the front runner and then becoming our fucking president. What the fuck is wrong with us when we cannot see the obvious that it cannot even take this much? This much. And I refuse to even still laugh about it because I have my own hangups about how women are treated, period. But it's even more disgusting that we've had and potentially may have again a representative of our nation be okay with talking about women in general like this, and that because you have fame and money that you can just buy your way into our panties and do whatever the fuck you want to us. This is what we want to be recognized as, America. This is it. Are we seriously? I could not believe in the moment. I thought he was done. I was one of those people that's like, fuck, thank you. The joke is over. We can move the fuck on because this disgusting shit dropped. Because any other person, any other motherfucker, they would have pulled their own motherfucking selves out. Yeah, let alone he has the big ass ego not to do it. Let's put that aside too. Any other motherfucker, if they had said this shit, they would very next day within the fucking hour been like, I pull out of the race. I'm disgusted. I'm sorry. All that shit. Because they were at least decent enough, even though disgusting in the moment, decent enough to stop. We know he wasn't decent enough to stop, but there are many people that may have had some decency to stop him, but we didn't. This wasn't fucking enough. That makes me ill. That makes me fucking ill, and you should be sick too.
Yes, to all that, 100%. And so my well, here I'm gonna do a 2-piece and a biscuit right now because it's all bullshit, right? So just remember, number 1 on the top 10 tonight. I should be able to grab anyone's genitals and then not get upset. I guess they shouldn't have been there. So with this channel, with Teacup, yes, we're gonna have fun and poke fun, right? But we're also not afraid to talk about the real shit, the serious shit. So here's the issues. I think this sadly exposes so many people that we live around and with, that we share space with, right? Because there's how many million voters that are still supporting this man. And this shit was said like from the rip, right? Like out the gate, this shit was exposed. And what's sad is there's so many people that they're abusers.
Yeah.
They're abusers. So it went from I'm speaking as if I'm Trump. I can grab them by the right. I can do these things because I'm a superstar. I can do these things because I got clout. I'm this and I'm that. Guess what that did to the abusers? That was an empowerment.
Yep.
That was an empowerment that, oh, well, if Trump's running for president, and especially if he wins, don't get upset with me. You shouldn't have been there. And Crystal, yeah, I 100% agree.
Me too.
Yeah, yes. But in this context, when it comes to this male chauvinistic, like I get to do what the misogyny, I get to do whatever the fuck I want to, whoever the fuck I want to do it to. All this did was embolden them.
Yes.
And empower them to keep being fucking asswipes.
Yeah.
And keep being a fucking problem, right? Mm-hmm. You're still a problem. And that's why I'm never ever afraid to talk about this shit. Because if you're an abuser, fuck you. Fuck you, and I'll go head to head with you, face to face with you, anytime you want it. Holla at your boy. But more important than that, because I'm not even really interested in giving you that attention. I'm here to protect the abused because I've been abused, and I'm here to protect the abused, right? And if we're not talking about it, and I know this is a small right now, it's a small channel, right? We appreciate all the support, but it takes more and more of these conversations, yes, and more of just the in your face, like this is actually what's happening, mm-hmm. And he was just literally convicted and owes almost $80 or over $80 million for sexual harassment and sexual being inappropriate sexually with another woman and abusing her. Like that's the person. 70. Thank you, brilliant. 70 million of you are okay with your president being convicted and having to pay court fees for sexually abusing a woman. Assault. That's the word I was looking for, and it wasn't popping in my mind. Thank you. Assault. Sexually assaulting a woman, and you're 70 million of you are still okay with supporting this fuck? Come on, man.
Sorry, my system booted me. Hold on. Coming back.
Come on, man. And then we have all that, and then because all of this shit, we think like motherfuckers think we're gonna just like poo it and act like he's not then doing this racist ass shit with the sneakers. Right. Nah, bro, we're hip to your game. We're hip to your game. Yeah. You are a fucking slime ball. And there's only one person that you care about. And that's you. That's you. So the more we talk about this shit and the more people that can hear the other side, the better when it comes to this. And no, not every single one of our streams are going to be this hyped and this direct, But when it comes to this shit, yeah. So we started light with the sneakers, right, and talking about, because to me that's a joke.
It's a huge joke.
It's a fucking joke, because you ain't repping that brand. You ain't, as Jenna said
anyone
earlier.
can take that shit seriously.
As Jenna said earlier, you're not repping that shit. You like, that's literally you trying to take advantage of a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when we keep going through it, all you've done is spin this web of bigotry and hate, like, without going back into it all. Again, that's literally what you've spent your political career doing, and fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yes. Fuck you. And like with the whole shoe thing, like you might as well just have, open your own chain of fucking KFCs and put it in the most prominent black neighborhoods and put your stamp on the motherfucking chicken yourself. Same shit. We know what you're doing. You ain't fooling nobody. It just took some dumbass, ignorant ass, white cartoon asshole to say it plain and out loud without him fucking thinking about it. Without him realizing that this is exactly what motherfuckers are thinking, and you just happen to say it on national TV. That's all. That's it. That's all. But yes, I mean, it's no hiding. It's plain as clear as day, no hiding to everyone what the fuck you are about, what you've been about, what you've done prior to being president the first time, and what you're doing now, and how the fuck you're still a motherfucking front runner now is not surprising to me, because I don't know, because I'm not in that mindset of people wanting to vote for this man because they think that's I literally have coworkers that I can name one. I won't name them, but I recall one fervently. Like, she literally has a snowball globe of a tiny little Trump in it sitting on her desk. Like, it's that deep. I've coming, like, I've experienced, the Trumpism in California, and I've seen the Trumpism here. But I literally have a coworker that, has said, I can't wait for my president to come back. My president was, is being lied on and all this stuff. I know another coworker, same skin color as me, says the same shit. Black woman said the same motherfucking shit. Voted for him and will vote for him again. And she's older than me, older black woman. I cannot register. I would like to replay this shit to her and be like, are you serious? Like, don't mind this other woman. I understand her. But are you serious? Do you not feel played right now?
Right.
Like, I really cannot get into the heads, just like I can't get into the head of a racist, just like I can't get into the head of any person that is bigoted or whatever. I can't get into a head of a Trumpist person to understand their faculties that are pushing them to agree to check mark, yes, Trump for president. Or Trump for any level of politics. Because
Trump for prison? Yes.
Yes.
Sign me. Check marks.
Sign me the fuck up for that. I'm about it. I don't understand. And I have coworkers that close that I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do my work. Bye. Because but yes, this was.
That's the thing with in Trump. Trump does this. He's a roller coaster, right? He's a roller coaster.
Oh, fuck,
it's everywhere. So I'll say this, and then we'll transition to the ending, right? So I do want to shout my little brother out, because y'all have heard me talk about him on The Flavor. And he and I, within the last year, have, I won't say it's regular, but we do now communicate. And our last conversation, I don't even remember how it came up, but he was sharing with me his disgust with Trump and the Christians supporting Trump. And I asked him, I was like, well, then why, like why is this a thing? Like, why is this like this paralysis, right? Where they're fixated. And I think I saw someone earlier in the chat say this. So if you're still here, I'm gonna give you the shout out of love here. But he said it probably the best I've heard it from the Christian point of view. He said, bro, they are so invested. They've invested so much of themselves, their time, their money, their emotions. There is no turning back. There is no turning back, because if they decide to turn back, if they decide to pivot or deviate from these huge investments, it's like devastating. It's devastating to them, because now, did they actually hear from God?
That sounds oddly familiar to that investment in religion.
Yes.
It would be just as devastating.
Absolutely. And for those that have deconstructed and deconverted, we all can relate to that.
That shit's devastating.
Right? Because, and I share this openly, and I know Jenna does as well, and others, many others. That was one of my greatest fears. Was I've put 30 plus years of my life into believing this thing. Now you're telling me I lose all of that, right? And that's where, and shout out to Owen, because he talks about this all the time, the emotional investment.
Yeah.
And what that costs us as humans. And the from Telltale, sorry, I didn't name his channel, Owen from Telltale, that emotional loss.
Yes.
And how devastating that can be and feel, but you can get over it.
Yeah.
Right? And you can get through it and then past it, right? Guess what? There is no savior. There is no savior. There is no Jesus. There is no God. Trump is not your savior. The Republican or Democrat parties are not your saviors. Period. Point blank. You don't need that to survive. You don't need them to survive. And until you realize that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. And I'm here to help.
But everyone has their journey.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean that in the context of you getting through that deconstruction.
Deconstructing it, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Get there.
Oh, I did not realize. I was just listening to the other a couple of days ago. I did
Actually,
not know
I guess you're right. He did. It doesn't occur to me because when I see his check pop up. But
yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I was just listening to this shit 2 days ago. I didn't realize, but I'm also not like I'm ADHD. I don't pay attention to the little details. But I brought that up to the devil's in the details. I bring it all up to say that yes, question everything. It doesn't matter whether it's religion, politics, whatever it is. Question everything. Please. Be skeptical of everything. Don't believe it just because you fucking heard it. Right. Don't believe it just because Trump said it.
Right.
Don't believe it just because your pastor said it. And for fuck's sake, don't believe it because I said it. Because I'm the one that took bleach baths. Don't believe it because I said it.
Don't trust
or
this man.
you will find your ass in a scalding hot bleach bath.
Don't
believe it because I said that shit. don't And see that's what, and I'm not afraid to say that, right? Like, there's no ego involved here. Like, that's some dumbass shit. Don't take advice, especially medical advice. Do not take it from me. Period. Be skeptical of everything. Ask all the questions. And if you find yourself surrounded by people that don't want you asking questions, there's the first sign that you got problems. There's the first sign that you are not around the right people.
Right.
Because like we always said when it was Turdy Turt, the atheist roundtable, truth, actual truth does not fear investigation. If something is true, it does not fear investigation. If anything, it welcomes it. Yes. And it says, bring it on. Investigate it. Ask all the questions. Right. Do all those things. Truth does not fear that. Bullshit, lies, scumbags, they don't want you. They don't want you asking questions. They don't want you investigating. Period. And as soon as that happens, run.
Please.
Run.
Fucking escape.
Fucking run. You don't need those fuckers.
You should be a preacher.
And God said, I was prophesied. I was prophesied to that. Let's see, how old I would have been 20, early 20s. I don't remember the exact year. I was prophesied that I had the spirit of Paul, the Apostle Paul.
Wow.
That I was to be a church planner and creator. Now this is where the you have the psychics,
yeah,
right, and then you have the Christian prophets, right. No, motherfucker, that's you doing the same game the psychics do, where you already know that I have an entrepreneurial mind, right, and that I do love to create.
Yes,
and you're taking away from my personality and my tendencies to say, oh, you're like the Apostle Paul.
Spin that shit.
You're good.
Fuck.
No, and brilliant. Yeah, yes, and that's where once I started to catch on to their scheme, it was like, oh, you're doing the same shit that the psychics do. Like you're just pulling out, personality, personality tendencies and traits, and you want to then attach it to biblical characters, or I got you. I got you.
Now that's a salesman.
I got you. Just like I told Jena a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago, I had 2 reoccurring dreams as a child. And the way my mom spun those dreams to me, like in the day, like real life as a kid, I was like petrified. Like, holy shit. The demons, it's not just the devil himself it now resides in my bedroom, right? And the way she fucking sold it, I was like, what? But now in hindsight, in doing my own research, I'm like, man, it was like, the way she did it, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's
Your mom was creative.
beautiful. Like from the Christian
Yes.
lens,
Yes.
is so beautiful and creative. But now in hindsight, I'm like, holy shit, can you talk about Christian apologetics at all in like
That's
just trying
spin.
to
You know what? I've had my headaches being a Baptist, but fuck, you evangelicals are. The shit you've told me, and including that, I was like, what? My mother would never have said some shit like that.
Yeah.
What?
So let me say this, and then I'll give time for people to put it in the chat. So next week, what would you like to hear us talk about? So let's say that. And as I give you time to think, I will share one of the reoccurring dreams and how my mom remapped this back to Christianity.
Right.
So I had a reoccurring dream. At the time, I was early teens, and I slept on a waterbed. And that's very important to point out because of the story. But I had this reoccurring dream that I had like bugs. And when I say bugs, like there were like black widows and tarantulas like coming into my like through the cracks of my windows, and like there's all these other like really ugly looking, dangerous looking bugs, right? Coming from the windows, doorways, all this shit, right? And then on my headboard, there were 3 scorpions. Like they never moved; they just sat there. And in the middle was like the what do they call it? The emperor scorpion, the all black scorpion, supposedly the most dangerous. That was the biggest one in the middle, and the other 2 were your normal looking fucking scorpions. But none of them ever moved, right? They just fucking sat there. Mm-hmm. But all these other fucking bugs are like running around and shit. My ass in the dream would be like, fuck these bugs. And I'd jump up out of the bed and run out to the kitchen. And then in the kitchen, there was the like this closet door looking thing where the washer and dryer was. And above the washer and dryer is where they kept all the chemicals, like your bug sprays and the bleach. And don't bathe in bleach, but all that shit. And I would grab the Raid, the bug spray, and I go running back to my bedroom and start spraying the Raid, right? But when I started spraying the Raid, guess what came out of the Raid? More bugs. More fucking bugs. Like more fucked up bugs. Yeah. Like shitty ass, angry ass looking bugs. Then I would jump back into my waterbed. Now, mind you, none of the bugs ever touched the waterbed. They would get on the headpost. They would go lurk all around, right? But would never touch the waterbed.
Yeah, fuck that dream.
And then after doing all that, then the dream would end.
Okay.
Right? There was like, I never died. I never got stung or bitten or anything like that. But years later, I shared it with my mom.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, Mom, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Right? So I shared it with my mom. Now,
1, 2, it goes 1.
You're going to need a drink.
Wait for the Christianese on this. Go on, babe.
So I told her.
What you tell your mama?
And this is where you either know that this bitch was hearing straight from the spirit,
woo,
or she had the best knee-jerk Christian reactions ever.
Baby.
Ever. And I plead for the second option. She told me, oh, son, this is what I've been worried about. Right? So the guilt is already played, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I've been worried about. You have opened yourself up to demonic presences. You've opened yourself up to demons. And I'm like, I mean, I was just talking about bugs.
Demons and demons.
I was just talking about bugs. She was like, no, son, listen. This is what's happening. Those bugs represent devils.
Oh, my God.
Those scorpions that you're talking about on your head post, those are devils. And the reason that they're on your head post is because they're controlling your head.
Ooh.
And then when you run to the kitchen and grab the Raid and come back to your room and try to spray the raid to kill them, and it's spraying out more bugs, is that's you trying to do it alone. You're not depending on God. You're trying to find a way for you to fix these problems on your own. You're running to the can of Raid to fix these problems on your own. And the reason why when you lay back on your waterbed, and none of them touch you, and none of them get close to you,
here it comes,
is because in the Bible, water represents the Holy Spirit.
Save them.
Water represents the Holy Spirit. That's why when you're laying on that waterbed mattress, that's why the bugs and the scorpions and the tarantulas and the black widows, they can't get to you, because now you're with the Holy Spirit. What?
And that's why to this day, this man does not sleep in the waterbed.
What?
Son of a bitch.
What? Is this real life?
Holy waterbed. Praise him.
Yes, we all need waterbeds, guys. It protects us from the devils.
Baby.
Yo, you don't even understand. When I was a kid, like, that shit fucked my head up.
What? Yes, me too, if I was told that.
That shit fucked my head up for such a long time. Like, now in hindsight, I can laugh about it and have fun with it, right? Because it's like, no, I was just having a dream. It was all a dream. But it's like, what?
Oh my, the spin was gold. It's perfect. Christianese-wise, that shit made sense.
Oh, my mom, before, and I'll say this playfully, God rest her soul. She should have fucking wrote a goddamn book just on that.
Yes.
And it was immediate. Like, she didn't, it wasn't like, well, let me get back to you. Let me.
That was on the spot shit.
Give me a minute or two.
If your mom could freestyle that.
Give me a minute or two. Let me think about it. No, there was no let me. It was, oh son. Oh son. And she went in.
I've been worried about this for you.
And I've been worried about this. I've been worried about this. And that was about the same time that I really started to get into what I would have been not even like mid to late, being 12 years old, going into 13.
Wow.
So like I'm all the way in like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, like all that. And then just starting to get into hip hop, right? And she hated the fucking music that I was listening to, and I know that's where she was starting.
She was
it was like
that shit.
She was already teeing it
I know
up.
where you come from, Mama.
She was already teeing it up.
you know, and I say this playfully. God rest your mother's soul. But fuck your mom for saying. I love your mother. I wish I met her. I genuinely mish. I genuinely wish I had met your mother. I really do, before she passed. But fuck that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you. And God damn it, really, yes. In that moment, if my mom would have said at the end of her little prophetic shit, but here's how we're gonna fix this, son. I'm buying you Trump 45 golden sneakers, Verilion, I'd have been like, Mom, no harm, no foul. Just give me them gold sneakers. Just give me them gold.
Wear them in your dreams and stomp them bugs. Stomp them demons.
Yeah.
Stomp them demons. To knock off Air Force One.
Yeah, so Pearl Jam is still amazing. I still love fucking Pearl Jam. And here's the thing, is that after all all the bands and all the hip hop groups that I listened to then, I still fucking listen to. And guess what dreams I don't have anymore? Mom. I would, I'm not the professional. I would suggest that maybe the recurring dreams that I was having would have to do with the trauma and abuse that I was experiencing at the hands of my mom and my dad.
That makes sense.
Not the music.
That makes sense.
That's just a little bit of a suggestion. Just what do we call it over at the Flavor? A little boop boop. Just a little boop boop.
Just a little boop boop. Oh my god.
That might have been it. That might have been it.
Like I said, I had my ish with Baptists, but you fucking evangelicals, man, you just wow.
we
Y'all
run
powerful.
We run the other way.
You evangelicals are powerful. Like fuck.
We go the other way with it.
You and Calvinists are powerful. I don't
fuck a Calvinist. Calvinists can suck an evangelical dick.
They're fucking. The Calvinists are evil as shit, but you evangelicals are very creative.
Oh, we
God
love.
damn it, Lola, stop farting.
We love creation. We love creation. All right, so I was trying to keep an eye on there, and I know I was giving a story, so I was very distracting. Is there any ideas what you guys want to hear us talk about next week? If not, I will create something.
There was a post because apparently it's going to be Crystal's birthday soon. So Crystal has the floor if she proposes a topic for next week's show.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
Come on, Crystal.
Come on with it.
Actually, I think Crystal is actually AFK, so we gotta wait. She did say that a moment ago.
Well, then I think you should play Rapping Tongues.
Why the fuck not? Hold on.
No, Crystal said whatever y'all want to do. No, Crystal, what do you want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
Well, get out the shower. Tell me what's up. While I pull this up.
Well, Verillion, you saying that I feel like you're close in dates.
I'm not gonna say when my birthday is.
So maybe y'all should collab.
Cardi marching band. Oh. Remember that beat you made with Cardi?
Oh shit! I forgot all about that.
I know. You've I don't know. You write shit down, but I don't know if you.
I don't retain shit.
No. I'm saying what I'm saying is you write shit down, but do you ever flip back in your notebook?
Do I flip back? No, I don't flip.
Right.
Well,
so I'm like, why is my baby writing shit down? I don't know. He flipped back in it.
I do like within a day or two, but after a day or two passes, if there's new notes, those other notes are
they gone.
Even if it's written down, they gone. They gone. I ain't gonna lie.
My poor baby. No, that's some good shit. I love that one.
All right, so I can try to recook up the Cardi marching band, but yeah. So I think that's a good some Cajun subject. So from Louisiana, because that's where Crystal's from Louisiana.
Yes, that's true.
So
I recently visited Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah, so we already know your boy Lil Wayne, Lil Wazy.
Oh, he's from there? I knew that.
Master P.
He's from there? Oh, you from there too? Don't look at me. You know I don't know hip hop. I just know my dad is from there. That's all I fucking know.
Make him say,
And the Saints. The Saints is from there. So, fuck it.
Make him say,
Nah.
No, we can cook some shit. Yeah, we'll have some fun with that. Well, what I mean when I say that is I'll have fun cooking that shit up.
I don't do shit. I just show the fuck up. I really, no, I genuinely, I just show the fuck up. This man puts all the work in this, so I don't have to, which is appreciated. Which I hope, if I get my job changed and I work days instead of nights, and we can switch the time of the show, I can actually genuinely put effort into the teacup, like I would want to. But I know he is very comfortable and very understanding and very handsome and sexy for doing this on his own.
Yeah, I don't. Even if I got this.
Oh, you do.
I got this.
And you got this.
And for the first time, us doing shows,
all it is.
For the first time, and you and I doing shows,
yes,
you're the one that shows up not knowing what the fuck is going on. Where
Very
prior to this, I was the one that showed up. Was like, all right, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we talking about? And now I actually love it. I love it that it's like, nope, you don't know. You don't know what the fuck we're doing.
In the history of me doing streams and live shows and all that stuff, talks and whatever, I've always been on the productive side, whether it was like I shared my channel with Justin in the day, or we did our shows when this was Tang, or I did my own shit with other people. I always had a producer, backing. I had to put my fingers in it to really construct the shit, like Wes knows. And I had to be like, okay, let me construct this too. Let me put my guns in it. This is the first time I've ever really done a consistent show where I'm just like, what's going on? I don't have any fucking notes. I just got home, shoved my food in my mouth. I'm still eating on camera. I'm just touched up my makeup. All right, we live. Hi. It's me, Jena.
How you doing? It's Jena.
It's Jena. Like I never liked conducting myself that way. Like I took my shit serial. I always had fucking notes for my shows, and this is the first time I'm just like, surprise me.
and I'm here for it. So
here for it too.
if you would please, so our outro is gonna be rapping tongues.
Rapping tongues.
So if you could please pull that up.
Mm-hmm.
And then for anyone that's interested, I'm going to be finishing up the next Christian remix.
Ooh.
Even sexier earlier tonight.
Ooh.
Let's just say we got a ghetto ass preacher's wife that goes ratchet, goes gangster, and we put gunshots as the snare drum. And then there's some other shit. So if you just like, if you enjoy comedy, you want to be there for it. You want to be there for it.
Until then, enjoy this.
Hi. How's it? My name is Luco, and I'm like a rapper, by the way. Like a rapper, by the way, tongues, Like a rapper, by the way, tongues, Try to get the street landed, try to get the street landed, beg your friend wrong. Set the brother drum, the kids, set the go while the beat is standing, playing the grab the drum, the go down the drum, down the beat is standing. Like a rapper. Rapping tongues, 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 rapping tongues, 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 rapping tongues, tongues, you know, tongues, you know. Rapping tongues, tongues, you know, tongues, you know. Hi, how's it? My name is